Sir, I sweep floors for a living. I translate documents for pocket change. I share one room with 2 other men. I have nothing. The old man looked at him, not with pity, not with judgment, and said, "Good. A man with nothing has no bad habits yet." He reached into his briefcase, pulled out a document, and placed it on the table. "Translate this. Don't be late." Kofi was late. And somehow, that was the beginning of everything.
In a small village, where mornings smelled of firewood and evenings of earth after rain, there lived a young man who owned almost nothing. No land, no title, no connections. Just a broom, a gift for language, and a quiet refusal to give up. Chapter 1. The Boy. His name was Kofi. Every day before sunrise, he swept the courtyards of other people's homes, and in the evenings, he helped villagers translate letters, contracts, conversations. He charged little, sometimes nothing. He told himself the goodwill was an investment, though he had no idea yet in what. Life was hard, but Kofi had made a private decision. Complaint was a luxury for people who had already tried everything. He hadn't tried everything yet.
Then, one afternoon, a black car rolled into the village. The man who stepped out wore no gold, no fine cloth, but the marketplace went quiet when he passed. That is a particular kind of wealth. The kind that doesn't announce itself. The kind that simply arrives. His name was Mr. Asante, and he had come looking for an honest man. He found Kofi at the end of a long day, mop in hand, and handed him a sealed envelope. "Translate this, carefully, not quickly, carefully. I will return tomorrow." Kofi accepted it with both hands, and that night, life got in the way. When Asante returned the next morning, the work was not finished. The old man didn't shout. He did something worse. He went quiet. And Kofi, ashamed, said the only thing he could. "Please, sir, 2 more days." Asante studied him, then gave a single slow nod. 2 days.
When the work was done, it was exceptional. Every nuance, every register, every word in its right place. Asante folded the documents carefully, the way you handle something you've been looking for. And before he left, Kofi asked the question that would change his entire life. "Sir, how did you become the man you are? Not just the money, the respect. How?" "I will not tell you, I will show you, but only if you are willing to be patient." The assignment was simple. For 1 year, take 1% of everything you earn. Save it, don't touch it.
Kofi obeyed. Week after week, the small tin received its tithe. Month after month, something shifted inside him. Not in the tin, but in the man. He was starting to feel, for the first time, like someone with a plan, instead of someone simply surviving. But at the end of the year, he confessed, he had spent the money. A family wedding, new clothes, good clothes, he told himself, clothes that would make him look like a man worth trusting. Asante, quiet, not angry. You spent your future on appearance. You used tomorrow's seed to look like someone who had already harvested. Start again. And Kofi started.
The second year, he saved with iron discipline. And this time, he invested. He had heard of a man running a trading operation. Extraordinary returns. Other villagers already involved. He didn't ask too many questions. He handed over his savings and waited. The trader was gone. The operation was gone. The money was gone. 2 years of discipline handed to a stranger with a good story and a confident handshake. Asante sitting beside him, not across. There is no shame in being deceived once. The shame is only in refusing to learn. You invested in someone else's understanding, not your own. One more chance. Save again. But this time, I will walk with you. The 3rd year was different. Asante took Kofi to a city, to a private room, to a table of quiet, serious men who had built things from nothing. One of them asked what Kofi did. When he explained his translation work, the man leaned forward. The builder pointed. Do you know how many businesses collapse because 2 parties couldn't understand each other clearly? Do you know how many contracts fail because the translation was imprecise? Kofi looked at Asante. Asante was watching him with a small smile.
Years passed. Kofi became one of the most respected men in his region. Not because of his wealth alone, but because of the way he wore it. Lightly, purposefully, with the memory of where he came. He had a son named Nana. And on the morning Nana turned 22, Kofi called him into the study. Everything I have, I did not inherit. I earned it by failing, by learning, and by refusing to stop. I do not want to give it to you. I want you to earn something of your own. You have 10 years. Go and build. If you return without proof that you built something real, everything goes to charity, not to you. He placed a leather bag on the table. Startup capital. Enough to begin, not enough to be comfortable. And a folded note. One line. Invest in what you understand. Never stop learning what that is. Nana picked up the bag, pressed the note to his chest, and
The first 2 years, disaster. He moved too fast, listened too little, lost more than half the money in businesses he only thought he understood. He could have called home, but pride kept the phone in his pocket. So instead, he worked. Warehouse inventory, printing administration, document translation for anyone who needed it. And through that printing business, he met a woman named Amma, an exporter, drowning in miscommunication with overseas partners. She needed someone who didn't just translate words, but understood what both sides actually meant.
Nana, who had grown up on exactly this story, was the perfect shape for this problem. The trial became a contract. The contract became a partnership. The partnership became a farm. Year after year, he built. Quietly.
On a quiet morning in the 10th year, a silver car turned down the road towards Kofi's house. Kofi was in the garden. He didn't rush. He didn't compose himself. He simply stood up, brushed the soil from his hands, and waited. Nana stepped out. 32 years old, carrying himself differently. Not with arrogance, but with the uprightness of a man who has earned the right to stand straight. They embraced, the way men do when they have things they cannot say. Nana opened a briefcase. Inside, 3 times what his father had given him, every cent documented. I didn't just keep it, I multiplied it. And I understand now why you gave me so little and expected so much. Kofi looked at the money, then at his son, then pushed the briefcase back. Keep it. It was always yours. I only needed to know that you knew what to do with it. They sat in the garden until the sun moved behind the mango tree, saying very little, which is the language of men who have settled something important. The seed does not argue with the soil. It doesn't demand to know how long the wait will be, or whether the rain will come. It simply holds what it carries and trusts the process. Both father and son learned the same lesson, in different seasons of the same life. Wealth is not found, not inherited, not stolen. It is built, quietly, patiently, through failure endured and discipline kept. And the greatest inheritance one generation can leave the next is not money. It is the knowledge of what money costs and the wisdom to decide if it is worth